Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome back to another day of praying through the darkness. Do you remember that feeling that you get whenever you have finished a really big project? I mean, the stress, the planning, the making sure everything comes together and goes off without a hitch. It is finally done. That freedom of being finished. Don't have to worry about it anymore. You can now move on to other things. Well, today in John chapter 8, verse 36, we as Christians are going to be reminded of the freedom that we gain once we become children of God. Because remember, when Christ died on the cross for us, he conquered death. We are now free to spend eternity in heaven with our Creator. And so in John 8:36 we find these words. If the Son sets you free, then you are truly free. Now, that freedom that we're talking about here is that we are free of Satan. Satan no longer has any control over us unless we let him. But with God on our side, with the word that he gives us through the Bible and the scriptures that were written for us long ago, through our constant contact with him, through prayers and meditation, we don't have to worry about the attacks that Satan send our way because we are fortified. We are set free from those kinds of attacks. Now, does it mean that they're not going to keep coming at us? No, that's not what it means. But what it does mean is that now we have the tools in our little toolbox to fight them off. And that we're not alone fighting it by ourselves. We are free to concentrate on other things, such as the plan that God has for us, such as sharing that special light that I remind you about every day that God has put inside of us, that light that is meant to shine outward and show the love of God that he has not only for us, but for those that see the love coming from us. There are so many things that the freedom of accepting Jesus Christ brings to us. Now, many times we are under the illusion that once we accept Christ, that we're not going to have any more troubles, that there's not going to be any sickness, that everything in our lives is going to be hunky-dory. But it's not. The freedom that we have is that we are no longer condemned to a life in eternity of darkness, of pain, of suffering. We now have open before us a wonderful life of sharing, being with God, seeing him, listening to him, experiencing all the joys and delights that heaven has for us. We are also now in our human form for the time that we have left here on earth. We have the freedom to know that we don't walk this life alone anymore. We also have the freedom to share what not only God has done for us, but what he has available for others as well. So when the sun, not the sun that hangs up in the sky and gives us warmth every day, but the Heavenly Father's Son, the S-O-N, if the Son sets you free, then you are truly free. God, you are not in the business of setting captives free only to enslave them to your own purposes. I have been freed by your great love and mercy, so that I am uncontrolled and uninhibited by fear any longer. There are no catches in your love. You do not have a hidden agenda. Your love is pure and unblemished. You are not manipulative in your love to me. You have always been about companionship. As a lover, a follower of yours, God, I am free to follow you, to listen to you, to be loved by you. I am free to choose how I will live. I am free. I want to live as one who has been liberated from the life of dread and immortality. In the light of your love, I am able to see truth where before I was confused by lies. Your mercy is abundantly better than I could ever imagine. So, Son of God, thank you for your freedom. Where I have been bound up by fear and worried about taking a wrong step, flood my heart today with your perfect love that brings with it the clarity of your wisdom, of your grace, and of your peace. Remember, God's love is given freely to all. The only requirement is from us is to accept it, to say, I want that love that Jesus shared, that he showed by dying on the cross. I want that freedom to be able to share my life, my thoughts, my worries, every ounce of my being with my Creator, with the one who loved me so much that he sent his only Son to die for me. Folks, that sacrifice has freed us from the controls of Satan, of the fears, the dread, everything negative that this world has to offer for us. Because now we can move forward knowing that we are cherished, that we are loved, and that we are worthy because the Son has set us free. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me each day for these little moments of encouragement that God prepares for us. Remember that these devotionals that I share with you every day come from this little blue book that's put out by Broad Street Publishers. I've left a link for you down in the description box where all you have to do is click right on it, and it'll take you to the title, 365 Days of Devotions and Prayers for Those Who Suffer with Anxiety and Depression. And remember, it's not just for those in which this is a way of life. It's for each and every one of us that when we hit a little bump in the road, we can go and find some words of encouragement that help us to stop and take just a moment to be still so that we can be reminded that we're not alone. Remember that when the clouds of darkness, when Satan wishes to come in and rob you of the freedom that we were promised today, don't let him. God is your shield. He is your comforter. He is your champion. Let him take care of the fight, because that's what he wants to do. And remember, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.